Hello, dear students. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to a new lecture. In this lecture, we're taking a new grammar lesson entitled the present progressive tense. What are the objectives for this lecture? By the end of this lecture, you will be able to identify actions taking place in the present progressive tense. You'll also be able to use the present progressive tense in oral and written language, form sentences in the present progressive tense, change sentences from affirmative to negative and interrogative forms, and answer various types of questions. Here's the table of contents. This lecture will cover the uses, which means when do I use the present progressive tense, the form of it, which means how do I form it, time expressions we use to express the time in which the action took place in the present progressive tense, some spelling rules and exceptions we need to know in the present progressive tense, and sentences in the present progressive tense written in the affirmative, negative, and question forms. So we're starting with the uses and the form, mainly uses. Why do I use the present progressive tense? What is it for used? What is it used for? So we use it mainly to express an ongoing action, so an action that is continuously taking place at the moment of speaking in the present. For example, when I say, I can't hold my phone, I am driving at the moment. So now, while I'm talking to you, I am doing this action. So this action is ongoing now, still taking place, happening now at the moment of speaking in the present. And there is another usage, which is to express temporary habits and also express temporary situations. For example, when I say he is currently living in London for his work, he is living currently, so he's currently living in London for his work. This is an action that's taking place, okay, as a situation. It's a temporary situation. For some time, he will still be living there. That's why we say he is living in London now, okay? That's a temporary situation. Or for a temporary habit, for example, you could say, they are crying a lot these days. This is a habit that's taking place in the present and still taking place, not necessarily at the moment of speaking, but in general. These days, in the present, this habit is going on, which is they are crying, or here, this situation, he is living. All right, so again, we use the present progressive tense to express an action that's going on or taking place at the moment of speaking, which is in the present, or to express a temporary habit or a temporary situation. As you can see here, already underlined and colored in red, the form. We have the subject, I, we have verb to be in the present, which is am, and verb drive plus ing. So the form here is subject, verb to be plus main verb plus ing. Let's look at the second sentence. He is living. Here, he is living. He, this subject, is verb to be in the present, and living, verb live, added to it ing. All right, so subject, verb to be plus main verb plus ing. Let's look at the third sentence. They are crying. They, subject, a pronoun, are verb to be for the plural in the present, and crying, verb cry plus ing. So what can we conclude? We can conclude that the form of the present progressive tense is subject plus verb to be in the present plus the main verb plus ing. Okay, so to form a sentence in the present progressive tense, you have to write a subject like she or Talia, for example, if you want to write a noun or a pronoun. And then the verb to be, she takes is because plural and in the present, so she is plus verb cook plus ing. So subject plus verb to be plus main verb plus ing. She is cooking in the kitchen. Here they are playing. They are playing. That's the form. They is the subject. Are is verb to be in the plural present tense plus verb play, main verb plus ing. He is going to the gym a lot these days. Again, he, Subject is verb to be, going, verb go, which is the base form of the verb, main verb, plus ing. Okay, now what's verb to be? Verb to be could be is, am, or are in the present. If I have he, she, it as a pronoun or the noun, like a name of a girl, a name of a boy, a name of an object, okay, which is singular, it takes is. I takes am. So I say, I am studying. All right. I am listening. I am watching. And we and they in the plural take are, as you can see here. We, they take are. We are, they are listening. Okay. So subject, verb to be, plus the verb plus ing. That's how I form a sentence in the present progressive tense. Now, what are the time expressions used? I'm going to take you back to those sentences and let's see when, so the time in which those actions are taking place. I can't hold my phone. I am driving at the moment. So at the moment, this action is taking place at the moment, as you can see here in green. Let's look at the other one. He is currently living in London. So currently. This is another word that's showing me the time that this action is taking place now in the present, currently. They are crying a lot these days. Also, these days in the present. Those in the green, those are called time expressions. So expressions which show me the time in which this action is taking place, which is the present. Okay? So time expressions. They are expressions which show me the time in which this action is taking place. What are the major time expressions we use in the present progressive tense? We use at the moment, now, at present, tonight, at night, nowadays, and there could be more. Those are examples, okay? So whenever you see in a sentence, subject plus verb to be plus main verb plus ing with one of these time expressions, this means this sentence is written in the present progressive tense. For example, we're going to my friend's birthday party tonight. So tonight is when this action is taking place. We are calling our friend at the moment. So at the moment, when are you calling your friend? Now I am calling my friend. Okay, at the moment. Now, what are the spelling rules and what are the expressions? Spelling rules of the present progressive tense. When verbs in one stressed vowel between consonants, okay, we double the consonant and add ing. For example, I have verb sit. In verb sit, I have three letters. Consonant, which is letter S, I is a vowel letter, and letter T is a consonant letter. So letter I is stressed between two consonant letters. So that means when I want to add ing, the last letter, which is a consonant, should be doubled. Okay, so sit becomes sitting with double T. Swim, I have, again, I stressed between the W and the M, which are both consonants, and the I is a vowel letter. So when I want to add ing, I have to double the M, which is swimming. So again, when verbs end in one stressed vowel between two consonants, we double the consonant, then we add the ing. However, there are exceptions. Like here we have two vowel letters between two consonants, so we do not double the last letter. We just add ing, like wait, waiting. Okay. Now another spelling rule: if the verb ends with ie, like lie, it ends with ie. When we want to add ing, we couldn't do it this way. I couldn't say lie plus ing and then give me lying. That's not correct. Okay, so I couldn't have that much, for example, three vowel letters consecutively. So what I have to do is the following. I have to cross IE, remove them, take them out, replace them with the letter Y, then I add ing. So lie to become lying, I replaced IE by Y, and then I added ing, similar to die. Die ends with IE, I replace IE with Y, and then I add ing to change it from die to dying. It is dying. Okay, this plant is dying now. All right, here are more exceptions in the present progressive tense. Some verbs, there are specific verbs which cannot be written in the progressive form, which means some verbs cannot take place progressively. They cannot be taking place continuously. For example, verb believe. Okay, I just say I believe. I couldn't say I am believing, you know. It's not an action that keeps taking place like I'm thinking or well, think is a state of verbs. There are also exceptions for it, but for example, when I say I'm walking, this is a physical action that's still taking place. But for example, believe, okay, this is a mental action. These actions are called stative actions, which cannot be taking place in progress. Okay, so they should always be written in the present simple, which means those verbs, I do not write them in progressive form. I do not add ing to them. Okay, well, some of them have another exception rule. Okay, when they have another meaning, they could be used with ing, but in general, they are an exception. So believe couldn't be written as believing. Belong, okay, possession stays belong. Decide, okay, mental action stays decide. Forget, also a mental action. Feelings, when I'm sharing feelings, I hate, I love, I like. Okay, I need those feelings. Okay, I can't say I'm liking it or I'm hating it or I'm loving it. I just say I hate, I love, I like. Also the sensory verbs like I hear, I see, I smell. Okay, those also shouldn't be written in the progressive form. So I do not say I'm seeing, I just say I see this. Also, we said mental verbs like I think, I understand, I remember. All these are state of verbs. They're called state of verbs. They could not be progressively taking place. That's why we keep them in the present simple as they are. We do not add ing to them. Okay. Now, verb have could be an exception and could be used with ing in a specific case. What's that case? Let's see. Verb have is only used in the simple tense, which means to possess. When I say I have a car or I have two cars, this means I possess, they are mine. Okay, so here when verb have is used in a sentence in which it implies possession, something that I possess, something that belongs to me. If that's how I'm using it, it should be written in the present simple, similar to those verbs. Okay? Unless I mean something else other than possession, then yes, I could add ing. For example, here it's used in the continuous tense when I'm saying she's having a bath now. Here we mean not having as she possesses, okay, a bath. Here we mean she is taking, okay, she's in the shower, taking a shower. So here the meaning of have changed from possess to take to a physical action that's taking place. That's why here we could use it with ing. Okay, so verb have mainly should always be written in the present unless the meaning is not possession but a physical action that's taking place progressively, then I can add ing to them. All right. Last but not least, affirmative, negative, and question forms. The affirmative sentence is the simple sentence case in which it starts with the subject. We know that what comes after the subject and present progressive is verb to be, main verb plus ing. For example, when I say it is raining right now, okay, that's the affirmative form for the present progressive tense. Subject, it, is, verb to be, main verb, rain plus ing. It is raining. Okay, that's the affirmative form. Now, negative means it's not raining, okay? If this action is taking place here, it's not taking place, okay? So I keep the same form, subject, verb to be, main verb, ing, but I just add not. Where do I add not? I add it between verb to be and the main verb. So when I say it is raining, I change it to negative. I say it is not raining. I just added not between is, which is verb to be, and the main verb and ing. So it is raining, it is not raining. We are calling, we are not calling, or we aren't calling. It isn't raining, if we want to say it in a contraction. Now, when we want to change it to the interrogative form, which is the question form, I could start, or I have to, not could, I could say it is raining. It could be said as, is it raining right now? And then a question mark. So again, interrogative question form, what I have to do is the following. I have to switch the position of subject and verb to be. And I have to start with verb to be, then comes the subject because I switched their position, verb to be, then subject, then the main verb, then ing and a question mark. So again, it is raining. I say, is it raining? Then I added the rest of the sentence and a question mark. So is verb to be, I start with it, the question, or are they calling me? They are calling you. Are they calling me? So are or is, verb to be, or am. I start with it in the question, then comes the subject, then the verb plus ing. Okay, here we have more examples. Affirmative, I am playing football. Negative, I am not playing football. And interrogative, am I playing football? Here, with is, verb to be, which is, he is playing football. He is not or isn't playing football. Is he playing football? With are, so we have am, is, and are. With are, they are playing football. For example, they are not or they aren't playing football. And then in the question form, I start with verb to be. So are they playing football? Okay, now that's all for this lecture. I hope that everything was clear. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask me at mohsen@escolai@gmail.com and follow me at Learn with Maha. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.